Guys, today we are going to download PostgreSQL. To do that, let's go to Google and search for download PostgreSQL. Click on the first link, which is from www.postgresql.org. PostgreSQL:downloads. Click on it. Once you click on it, you will get couple of options there. Under the package and installers, we have to select operating system. Now we are downloading it for Windows, so I will click on Windows. Once you click on Windows, you will see something similar like this. So now you have to click on download the installer certified by ADB for all support Progress versions. This is a hyperlink, click on it. So now here you get options for different versions for PostgreSQL. And for different OS, we are downloading for 64-bit version, so we have to click here. Make a note that PostgreSQL is not supported for the 32-bit Windows version. If you want to work on it, you need to have 64-bit Windows. Click on this icon. Once you click on it, downloading will be started. I am saving it at my desktop. Based on your internet speed, it might take few minutes, as the size is around 335 MB. As you can see, download is completed. Now here is our APK file, so we will click on it. This is the installation prompt. Now follow the process. We have to click on next. Here the default installation directory is given. You can change it, but it is preferred if you keep all the settings default. So I will click on next. These are the components that you will get, like PostgreSQL, pgAdmin for stack builder, command line tools. Keep it to default and select next. This is a data directory. Select next. Here, now you have to enter a password for your super user. Make sure you note that password somewhere else, because if you forget it, you might run into some issue while connecting your server to database. And you can set a simple password as well. I am setting just 1234. Click on next. This is the port number where our pgSQL server will be live. I am keeping it to 5432 as a default. Click on next. Local, keep it to default, or you can set it to particular zone also, but keep it to default. Like these are some information which is given, like where installation directory will be, where the server installation will be, what is the database port, and so on. Click on next. Click on next. And now installation is started. While the installation is progress, we will just quickly discuss some of the pros of PostgreSQL over the MySQL. Like both are open source relational databases, but PostgreSQL support object relational databases. Also, it has many advanced features and supports complex queries which might not support in the MySQL. Also, MySQL is usually not preferred for the concurrency, but PostgreSQL is good in terms of ACID compliance. The thing is, PostgreSQL might seem to be complicated if you are starting with it than compared to MySQL. MySQL UI and all things are a little bit easier. So MySQL is usually fast for read-only operations, but PostgreSQL, it is fast for write operations, complex queries, and if you're dealing with very large dataset, then PostgreSQL might be a good choice than the MySQL. Like those are some summarized features for PostgreSQL over MySQL, but there are many features which you can explore on your way. Now you can see our installation process has been completed. It has taken around 7-8 minutes for me, and the time might vary for you. Click on finish. Now it will ask you to install some plugins kind of thing for the stack builder. Click on cancel. Click on yes. And now our PostgreSQL should be installed. Search for pgAdmin. Here you can see pgAdmin 4. Click on it. It will start by the name pgAdmin management tools for PostgreSQL. Wait for it to start. Now you can see our pgAdmin has been loaded. We have to check for servers. For me, I already had a version 15 installed, so it is showing me for 15, but this one is the recent one that we just downloaded. Click on it and it will ask you for the password you set earlier. So for me it was 1234. Click on save password, so you don't have to enter it always. Click on OK, and here we go. We can see all our dashboards are live. So now we will just verify it by creating one table. So to do that, go on the SQL Server 17, click on databases. On databases, click on schemas. On schemas, here we can see in the public schema there are multiple options given below, under which you will see there is one table option. Right click on it and click on create table. Now here I am giving name humans, owner Postgres, schema is public, columns you have to mention, like which column do we have to add. Well, let's say I'm putting here name, data type I am putting as a char, and just clicking save. So you can see our table humans has been created. In the same way, you can also do it using SQL. Here it is. For once you open it, you will see the SQL prompt. You can also create a table using commands, SQL commands. Just you have to type the whole schema and hit enter, and it will create your table. For now, we have completed our PostgreSQL installation. Now you are good to experiment with SQL and the Postgres.